My love, do you have any idea the miracle that you are? I have tried to record this message a few times now, and if you're here, this is a warrior's message. This is God's chosen message. This is definitely a message for someone who has been through living hell and found their heaven through it, their heaven of being. My love, I'm getting this really, really strong message that you're at this moment in time where you've hit a moment of recognition, a moment where you're realizing how powerful you really are, that you have become a warrior, that you have become a warrior of the light. You may have, okay, let's see if I can put this into words, but you haven't had it easy. You have not had it easy, my dear. It has been really, really difficult, and I'm getting this really powerful like time frame of like the past few years. Somewhere within the past, I want to say 3 years, you hit a point where you were at one of your lowest points in your entire life, and it was down and dirty. It was a point that you didn't know that you were going to come back from, a point where you felt like there was nowhere else that you were going to make it to, and you didn't know the way out. You didn't know that there was going to be more. You didn't realize how much more there was going to be for you. And it was so dark. It was like, literally like worse than hell is what I'm getting. Like, the image that's coming to me, I don't know if you've seen Supernatural, but beyond hell, there's a place called purgatory. This is actually also in the biblical sense. There is an actual place called purgatory. And I'm getting this image, and I think Supernatural's coming through because this happens sometimes in the show where someone who doesn't belong in purgatory ends up in purgatory. They get taken in by someone else who does end up there, but it's like, it's darker than hell. Like, it's somewhere that you literally think there is no coming back from and that there's no way out. There's always a way out, one. But I'm getting this image of like, you were there, you've been there, and you didn't belong there. You didn't belong there, but someone dragged you there. Like, other beings, other energies pulled you to this place that was beyond hell. And it's not one person that brought you there. It's like entities and energies all around that pulled you to a place where you were never meant to go. Well, you were meant to go there because of how it's part of your becoming, but you didn't belong there is the really strong message. And you've made it out. Obviously, if you're here right now, that's kind of like what this message is just like, you are a walking, living, breathing miracle. The miracle of you, right? That's this message. And this storyline that I'm seeing is kind of what is like ethereal proof of the miracle that you really are. Like the walking miracle. The living, breathing miracle that you are. And so you were taken to this place of like purgatory, like worse than hell. And you really thought there was no way out. You thought you were there and lost and trapped, and that it was never going to be more. But something happened. You took control of yourself, and I feel like something happened when you were there where you hit a point where you were like, if this is it, if this is all there is, I'm gonna make hell a heaven, or worse than hell. I'm gonna turn purgatory. Sorry, my love, the camera died. Like I said, this is a really powerful message, and I feel like I'm having a hard time getting it through. So if you're here, like, I mean, this is really, really like the chosen ones, like the warriors of the light. But like I was saying, luckily my angels had me have an extra battery. What I was saying is that you were in this deep, dark place, which was like purgatory, which was like beyond hell. And you were like, I'm gonna make this my heaven if this is all there is. If this is all that there is, then I'm going to turn whatever this is into a place where I can play. It's gonna become my playground. And this moment where you chose to flip the script and be like, I will make purgatory my playground. I will make this beautiful. I will turn this into light. I will do something to make this fun for myself, if not anybody else. And that moment, in that moment, you chose yourself. And that was your reckoning moment. That was the moment that you changed everything. And the funniest part of this whole message is that you didn't even know that's what you were doing, because you were at such a breaking point. You were at such a heavy, like, dark place where you saw nothing else around, that you didn't even think that could be a reckoning to basically shift your chemical balance back into the light. And that moment was the moment that brought you to where you are today. And it's because you chose yourself in that moment, and you chose to play, and you chose to do something about the hell that you were living in. And so from that moment forward, you basically took whatever darkness was around you and you shifted it. You found all these little tiny things. May it be like ways to speak to yourself, or ways that you moved yourself. Maybe you found ways to like have fun in your body is what I'm getting. Like I'm getting like movement and activity and action. And you also got like people. You started shifting the people that were in your life and like just changing what you were doing with your time and your energy. You even started shifting, I'm getting like what you watched. Like you might have used to watch a lot of content that was negative or full of like war and like darker things, and you chose to shift it to light things so that it would subconsciously program into your brain the positivity that you wanted to become. You know what I mean? So all of these are just examples of things that you've likely have done. You may have done even more things. Whatever you did, like comment it, because I would love to know like the things that you shifted within yourself to pull yourself from this hell. Because do you have any idea how powerful your message is? How you are a walking miracle. I've said this, but like, do you have any idea how much of a miracle you really are? Like comment down below, because your message, your essence of being is literally meant to shift this planet. It's meant to shift this world. And that's part of like why it was all truly meant to be, is because you had to become the miracle to be a miracle in this world. So whatever you did, like you made all of these choices and you started to transition, and then you started to witness that like it's almost like God's hand like grabbed you from purgatory and lifted you, right? Or the angels or whomever you call to, right? I personally would say my angels did it for me, right? But the universe or the angels or the angelics, whomever called to you, whomever does still speak to you today, like they literally went down and picked you up and pulled you from this purgatory, and you didn't even realize it was really happening. You started to see things shifting because you were in the mode of like, I'm just gonna play, I'm gonna make this place my bitch, like I'm gonna have fun here, and if I'm in purgatory, so be it, let it be purgatory. Like I'm going to play, I'm going to have fun. And in your playing and having fun, you didn't realize it, but the angels grabbed you and put all their hands underneath you and lifted you through this veil back into the light and the essence of earth. And suddenly you were surrounded by beauty and goodness and so much magic that in the past little bit, you've been slowly, this is like where you've been starting to realize and have this moment of realization, this like epiphany basically, of like how much magic is around you. And you're realizing, that's where this message comes to the current timeline, is where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not in purgatory anymore. Like, I'm out of it. Like, and you remember it so deeply because of the miracle that you are and the way you're meant to be a miracle in this world and tell your story and show people that miracles exist, because you're living, breathing proof, something's in my eye, that miracles exist. And like, I just, this is such a potent, powerful message. But like, moving through all of that and like coming to this realization point where like you see and breathe in magic everywhere you go now. Like, even when you're in places where you had been feeling this purgatory before, you see magic everywhere. And it's because you chose to play and have fun and make a difference in that time in your life where you were in purgatory. And that is what brought you to this magical essence of your being, which is, I'm literally going to say, the frequency of a miracle, because you are a breathing miracle. And just by being here, not even by doing anything else, it's just you, all of you in your essence, that is the miracle. Because people around you, I cannot tell you enough how much they see you as a gift, as a miracle in this world, because you are choosing, like, presently, just because you've built this into your body, into your system, you've adapted to the frequency of a miracle to the degree that everyone looks at you like a miracle. They're like, however she did that, however she, sorry, I say she because of me, however they did that and shifted, they have shifted to a place that they didn't think like was even physically, like, the energy I'm getting that other people feel when they witness you is like so much confusion, but like admiration, like absolute, like, how, you know, like they're just like in almost like disbelief of like, how could you make magic out of such darkness? And they almost are like in awe of the presence that you have. And the best part about this entire message is that this moment that you've come to is where you're finally recognizing for the first time that miracle that you are within. Like, for the first time, you're actually starting to sit back and notice how much of a miracle you have become, and how you have been lifted from purgatory, and how much magic you witness in this world. And by you seeing this within yourself, you're stepping into what you're meant to do in this world, which is be a living, breathing miracle for others, to showcase how possible magic is. You get to be that breathing existence of how possible magic is in this world, because you're breathing magic. Like, you're something that people think doesn't happen or can't happen, and you're walking proof of it. You're proof that miracles exist, my love. And that is literally across my board right now, a rainbow just showed up, and my best friend on the other side sends me rainbows to say he's with me, which is a sign that angels are here right now, and he's with me. But like, the angels are with me and the angels are with you. They're so proud of you, and just like, I'm so happy for you for coming to this place. There may have even been moments recently where you have kind of like melted into yourself and just like probably even like shed tears of like appreciation for yourself for the first time in your life. Like, tears of like, just like being so proud of yourself for getting to where you are, for choosing yourself, for learning to play in the darkest of times and really just like have fun in that darkness, because you know the only thing that really aligns you to the like honest, most real and raw essence of the light of the angels is playing within the darkness. And you have done that. And you know you've done this too. So I don't even have to like tell you that you've done that, because you know, like you're experiencing proof of like how much you've done in your reality right now. And this is magic, my love. This is your magic. You're a miracle in this world. And this message feels so potent and powerful right now, because even though you're witnessing all of this within yourself and really understanding for the first time like how much of a miracle you are the only person who understands the purgatory that you've experienced and been to. You're the only person. And so this message is coming through to recognize you through a reflection of self through me, and the angels speaking through me to tell you that they have been so with you and that they understand. I might not understand, but these angels, they understand these depths that you have been to, and they are sitting back in absolute silence and awe at the accomplishments that you have made at becoming you, at becoming the miracle that you are. And they're telling me that they're at a point where they're sitting back ready to just watch you like the greatest show of all time on earth, to just watch you be the light that you are. I'm literally seeing like almost like I'm seeing a room. This is quite the image, but I'm seeing a room of like a full, okay, I'm gonna try and explain it, but there's a full white light room that these angels are sitting in, and you can see their ethereal energies, and it's this white room, and I'm kind of like standing here seeing them. But they almost, like, they have chairs, they have seats at this room, but there's no real seats. It's just like their essence, because there's no like ground, there's no ceiling, there's no floor. It's just like this white room where they're all sitting like almost like in a circle, like surrounding kind of like this ball of energy, which is how they're able to see the earth plane, is what I'm getting. They can see the earth plane through this, or through like, it's almost like holographic like image of your reality, and they're able to see you. And instead of like being so in it where their energy is being put into this holographic essence, or like instead of them putting their energy into this ball and like shedding energy into your reality, they're at a point where they're so proud of you that their energy is sitting back and they're smiling from the inside out, like ready to just sit and watch this holographic image of your reality in appreciation, just to like sit back. They're excited to be surprised by what you do and the magic that you create, because they know that you are ready, that you've come to the point of being a miracle and knowing that you're a miracle, that they get to sit back and watch you be the miracle and light that you are in the world, like a movie of like literally like what I said, the greatest show. Like they don't think they need to change anything now, because you're such a high vibrational being with the essence of a miracle as your frequency, that they don't need to do anything, because no matter where you go, you're going to shed light, and they're just excited to watch you. There's been something in my eye 3 times in this video. Oh. I love you so much. I don't even really like feel like there's an end to this video. I just feel like the energy here is just profound appreciation and like I don't think there's more to say than that. And that is quite a vivid image for me to end off with. So I love you so much. It is beyond words. And if this message found you, I am so honored to be speaking to such a warrior of the light. Thank you for being here. I love you so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next video. I love you.